What's up, y'all? Back at it again. Some crazy stuff is going on. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you, y'all. Ran off to go get some lunch, literally some Mickey D's. Shout out to Mickey D's for making food so fast. And then I found out about this, and I had to jump back on. I had just gotten done doing a pop-up video, and that should be dropping here very, very shortly. It's in the middle of processing over on the internets, over on the YouTubes. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this. I turn around, and I start seeing things about Save America protesters storming the Capitol building. Real talk. So, we're going to look at this stuff while I eat my lunch, because I'm hungry as hell. Anyway, y'all, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? I don't normally do a show right now, but we out here, okay? Porn stars live forever. Let me tell you something. Or porn stars' lives matter, sorry. So far, I don't see any Antifa up in here. You know what I'm saying? P-Star. Len, what's up? Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm having a very late lunch because we just watched Trump's address, Trump's speech a few hours ago. I turned around, wanted to do a quick pop-up video so I could keep it moving. You feels me. And then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom, we have this. Now, there was a lot of commotion that was happening a few minutes ago. I have no idea how this is all popping off suddenly, but yes, it's about to get even crazier, I'm sure, because there was a swath of people storming Capitol Hill to the point where all the people that were inside of the Capitol Hill had to go hide, had to go duck. Apparently, there are unmarked packages allegedly surrounding the Capitol building as well. Craziness at its finest is happening right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, my American people and my overseas people, my non-American people. You know what I'm saying? So please crush them likes, get those likes up. You know what I'm saying? Don't usually do a show right now, but I'm doing it anyway because this is breaking news as we speak. There was allegedly a standoff, an armed standoff going on. These protesters did get inside of the Capitol building. They successfully got in there. I want to point something out now. Let me point something out. This is not Antifa. This is not Black Lives Matter. This is Save America protesters storming Capitol Hill. Let me repeat. This is Save America protesters storming the Capitol building. Okay? So there you have it, y'all. Let me, as I'm smashing these burgers, let me see if I can find another angle real quick. And I'll say this, eat it if you got it. Okay? Craziness, y'all. Absolute craziness. I knew something like this was going to start popping off, y'all. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like, y'all. Ba-boom. There you go. This is live, by the way. Live is all get out as I spit all over my microphone. But this is all live. This is happening right now. Now, Pence has been evacuated. This is during the whole thing where they were sitting there just trying to talk about what's going on. Now, Trump said, what's funny is Trump said something was going to go down. Like he said, this will be the day no one will ever forget type of thing. It's funny because after his speech, I was like, well, nothing happened. You know, he didn't say anything that was, I thought he was going to drop the bomb on some people. Nothing happened. And lo and behold, I think something happened. It's absolutely nuts, y'all. This has no sound, so I'm going to see if I can find another live feed with sound. Because it's all over the CNNs, the Fox Newsies. It's everything. Now, there's a lot of people that are very happy about this, y'all. A lot of people are very happy about this.
And an
Here we go.
unconfirmed report of someone being shot in the Capitol building.
Someone got shot inside the Capitol building. Do you hear that?
That is an unconfirmed report at the moment, Dermot.
Yeah, okay, unconfirmed. And any sense, Sally, I know how difficult this is. Maybe we're in a better place to assess it ourselves just from the television shots. Certainly at the rally, any sense of how large it was?
Well, there were thousands there, certainly. I couldn't begin to estimate an exact number, but to give you an idea, the area where the rally was being held in front of the White House, in that park area there, that was full, and the crowd stretched back pretty much to at the Washington Monument. So it was a really, really big crowd, and it doesn't feel like it's dispersed either. It feels like the majority of those people have made their way down to the Capitol building. I should say that before we went into that rally earlier, there was intense security screening, and it was announced several times to the press that anyone with a gas mask would not be allowed in with that equipment, and that we were to find somewhere else to leave it. Now we understand that tear gas has already been fired here in the Capitol building in response to those protesters who clashed with police. And of course, reports as well that gas masks have been given to members of Congress after tear gas was fired. So while they may have not asked us to take in gas masks today, certainly when you look at the sort of equipment that some of the protesters have got here and the protective equipment, the ballistic-proof vests, certainly some people have come here prepared for violence.
Mm-hmm. And Sally, of course, these events taking place at the very spot where in 2 weeks' time President Trump will be former President Trump and President-elect Biden becomes the sitting president of the United States. They must be worried, the law enforcement, the security officials that have to try to keep things peaceful, that if this crowd turns up again, and of course the thousands upon thousands of Democratic supporters, that is going to be, well, to say the least, a difficulty.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 weeks today, the inauguration, and what we're looking at the moment on Capitol Hill are protesters climbing all over the structures that have been put up for that inauguration ceremony.
I got some photos for that.
It's hard to imagine how we're going to see a peaceful inauguration and transition of power take place in 2 weeks' time when the incumbent president won't even acknowledge the election results or concede, let alone offer some conciliatory language to the incoming president and assistants at a peaceful transition of power.
Get those likes up, y'all.
In the last hour, Donald Trump has
likes.
tweeted to his supporters to keep it peaceful. It does feel a little bit late for him to be asking them to do that after nudging them and urging them in his speech at that rally earlier to essentially march upon Capitol Hill, calling a stolen election, and of course angering people, making them feel
DJ,
they can't trust
on
the
Twitch, this is insane.
System in this country.
Okay,
well,
Sally,
DJ,
I don't know if you're still with us.
DJ, just go and follow the Twitch page. I really appreciate it, man.
Can you just confirm you are still with us, Sally? If not, I'll update our viewers and listeners on the situation as we understand it.
Dermot, I'm still with you.
Oh, okay, great to hear, and I can hear the siren behind you. I know just how difficult it is to communicate in those circumstances. But Sally, you mentioned...
I have breaking news right now, guys, so I need to say this really quick while you are listening to this. But right now, we have a breaking story just now. A woman was shot in the chest inside of the Capitol building. A woman was shot in the chest inside of the Capitol building. This is breaking news, just so you guys know. We're going to stay with this, though. We're going to stay on this story.
What they wanted to see happen.
Well, the common answer from many of the people that I spoke to earlier was that Mike Pence was going to save the day. And of course, that was the message that Donald Trump was peddling, was that Mike Pence, the vice president, needed to do the right thing today. He was caught in a very, very difficult corner, trying to remain the Trump loyalist that he is, but also carry out his constitutional duty, which was to certify this vote today. It wasn't Congress's role to question it. That had already been verified and confirmed at state level, the election results. This is just a ceremonial proceeding that Vice President Pence was presiding over today. And let's not forget that's exactly the role that Joe Biden played when he was vice president and certified the election results to the incoming President Trump. Mike Pence, his hands were tied today in terms of what he could do. And on Twitter, Donald Trump turned on him, having called on him during his speech before his supporters to do the right thing and have courage. He then turned on him on Twitter once he had submitted this letter to Congress to say that he couldn't unilaterally reject votes or count them. So he was caught between a rock and a hard place, if you like, and it does feel here that those people who were banking on Mike Pence to save the day today are now turning on him, and I'm yet to hear the theories as to how they feel this election can be overturned now.
But in the conversations you did or didn't have, and in previous ones, you get a sense, don't you, that for those that support Donald Trump to the very end, as it seems this is, they want him to stay on. They want him to have another go, perhaps, in 2024. Of course, he's only been a one-term president.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
They want him to run again in 2024, and some people that you speak to here don't even see him leaving in 2 weeks' time. They still somehow think that this election can be overturned, such is the wrongdoing that has taken place. And of course, Donald Trump himself not offering any sort of conciliatory language or trying to appease this situation and this division in the country. It's unclear how he's going to make his exit from the White House.
So I'm gonna see what else is going on, because as we have heard, a woman was shot in the chest. Literally, a woman was shot in the chest inside of the Capitol building. But how big of a surprise is that? Let's be straight funky. How big of a surprise is that? You have people who are storming the Capitol while everybody, all congressmen and all that stuff are inside of Capitol building. You don't think that they're gonna shoot people? Let's be straight funky on this, y'all. Let's be straight funky on this. This is still silence, but this is right here in the building while they're trying to get in. Absolute madness. See, now all the cops, 5-0, security, police are coming in and doing what they're doing their job, protecting. Mind you, Trump did say, hey, be nice to everybody. You know, let's stay peaceful. This is not stopping anybody from doing what they want to do. But I just want to point out one last time. Well, first off, if this is your first time seeing my show, please go and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to crush those likes down below. That would really mean a lot. I'm going to try to give you as much as I can get here, as many angles, as many shots and all that stuff, so we can see what's really going on. Right now, what we know is a woman was shot inside of the building. I'm not surprised about it. Not at all. So, woman has been shot inside of the building. I don't know if they have taken her out or not, but they are trying to, as Shay just said, occupy Capitol. Yep, they're literally trying to take over. But so hit the likes, definitely crush the subscribe button that would really mean a lot. I usually do my show Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I do an evening show from Tuesdays through Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, this is just absolute madness, y'all. Absolute madness. This is not how we should be getting our points or our thoughts across by trying to storm a place. This woman was shot in the chest, and this woman could very well be no longer with us. That's all I'm saying. And this woman could very well be in bad shape. She could very well be dead. She could very well be in critical condition. Being shot in the chest is no joke, as we all already know. Now, this has no sound for some weird reason, but I'm going to try to see if I can find some more other angles that have, sound, of course. You know what I'm saying? But yes, this is absolute bonkers. Okay? This is absolute bonkers. Let's see. Does this have sound? Yes. You can hear the people. That's what we want to hear, the people. Here it is. I'll say this, though, too. I'm going to be real. I really want people, just like what Sunnyside just said. You know, she said, I really want the safety of everyone, and I totally agree. But I want to point something out. I'm going to turn this down while you guys look at this chaos. Look at the footage of this chaos. But I just want to point something out. Where's the rubber bullets? Where's that tear gas that they've been shooting at BLM and Antifa? This is just as bad, if not worse, than what Antifa and BLM have done. I just want to point that out. Where the tear gas at? Where the rubber bullets? They have somebody who is shot in the chest right now because they went inside of the Capitol building. Of course, somebody's going to get shot. Any person. It doesn't matter if it's Ronald McDonald or Mickey Mouse. If you running inside the Capitol building, you're going to get shot. Period. Doesn't matter whose side you on, what you report for, who you support. Doesn't matter. You in trouble. Period. Period. So, I'm just sitting here saying, where's that? These people are crawling up the side of buildings like ants. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get into this mug. While all of the people who help run this country, run this world, are inside making a decision on whether they're going to make those electoral votes count or not. And they just disrupted all of that. And those people, no bullet. I don't see any tear gas. I don't see no bullets. Where they at, though? So, not trying to sit here and make it super polarizing, but I just want to make that point abundantly clear. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Majority of the time, you're used to hearing about people getting shot with rubber bullets and tear gas. Why hasn't it been here? These are some of the most important, most powerful people of our country in a building. No one's getting shot. Nothing's happening. Except the people that were inside the building. What's up with that, though? I'm not sitting here saying I want to see bloodshed or nothing, but at the same time, people were assembling outside on public streets, and they were getting shot with rubber bullets, shot with tear gas. They are right outside the Capitol. What's up? So those people who are inside don't matter? Inquiring minds would like to know. That's all. Be sure to crush those likes, please. Get those likes up. I don't know why this feed stopped here, but please get those likes up. That would really mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to see if I can find a different angle, because this one seems like they're just starting to move around, migrate in different places. But as you see, this is absolute madness. Absolute freaking chaos.
And they're all standing in front of a door.
There we go. People are talking now.
Open somehow. We're not close enough to see exactly how they got it open, but broke open that door several times. You could hear the security alarm like the fire alarm, letting people know that that door was open. It appears that police were on the other side of that door because they kept getting pushed back. And now those officers have made their way through the doors and are now blocking off that door from the outside.
Now,
and the crowd just continues to grow.
Something I want to point out, there's something I noticed as well, and I'm going to show some more of this footage. I mean, God willing, if YouTube allows me to continue showing some of this stuff, I'm going to show it. But here it is. There's something I wanted to point out. There was a report that I made about a week ago or so in regards to there was protests that were going on in, I think, if I remember correctly, it was in Michigan. No, it wasn't Michigan. Was it Michigan? I think it was Michigan. It was somewhere. And there were people getting really upset about things, right? There were protesters, pro-Trump protesters that were out. They were trying to basically anti-lockdown protest. Tear gas was shot out. No rubber bullets, but tear gas was shot out. People were sitting there going like, and I got a lot of flack. I got in a lot of trouble. There was a lot of hate at me because I wanted to point the thing out of like, hey, these are the same people that were sitting on their couches arguing, or not arguing, but just sitting there in disgust about Antifa going out in the streets and doing dumb things, right? Antifa, BLM, going out and occupying areas, going into malls, going in on streets, stopping traffic, so on and so forth. You're telling me this doesn't fall in the same vein? This doesn't? It's funny. As much as, and there's also been stories of these same people that are out here that were on the couch talking a whole bunch of mess about BLM and Antifa, about burning flags and all that stuff. These are the same people that went out and were burning flags, burning those very blue thin line flags, burning all these things, saying F the police and all that stuff. And suddenly now it's okay. Now it's acceptable. When it's on the other, when the shoe's on the other foot, right? That makes no sense to me. None.
The chants of "Let us in" are coming from the north side of the Capitol.
They're chanting "Let us in."
Pro-Trump supporters have successfully made their way in. Not sure how many people doing each time, but we saw several times.
Hey, Lax Paint, send me the link. Put that link in. He says protesters broke into the Kansas State House. Send the link. I want to see it I want us to see it for ourselves. If that's live breaking news right now, send it to us. But those same people that I was telling about that were out in Portland, I think it was Portland, were breaking into their state capitol's buildings as well, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Now we got this. How did they get into the building? Inquiring minds would like to know. There are speculation that there are unmarked packages around the Capitol right now. There were people that were literally going off and they were asking for all of our government officials to duck, hide, all that stuff. This is all real, y'all. This is as real as it comes. Crush them likes. Crush that like button down below. That would really mean a lot. That would mean a lot. But this is breaking news. And Mr. T, you're absolutely right. It was Occupy Oregon. Gov did 19. Bruh.
To be. There is a fence that is telling people do not enter into this area and that the area is closed, but very apparent they ignored that to get on the lawn and have just made their way on up into the Capitol, as we saw earlier on the front side, and now continually attempting to do here.
Craziness, y'all. It is unbelievable. Shay, this is unbelievable.
A little bit on the wall.
This is nuts.
Standing on someone's shoulders or standing on the ledge.
This is crazy. This is going to get crazier and crazier, y'all. This is not the end of it.
He's attempting to climb.
Purple tomato, that's what I'd like to know. Where is the military? Where the military at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? This is absolute madness.
Here, it's hard to see with
Absolute
so many
madness.
is above everybody else there. Looks for a moment, he looked like he was going to climb upwards a little bit, and then has just kind of stayed there. But definitely above the crowd, standing on the ledge.
Quick question: what are they protesting for? Rice or rice? Rice Oaks?
And we're also hearing
Good question. I think they just want their president to stay in office. That's all it is. They just want Trump to stay in office.
Saying it doesn't matter. Also, what people say, walking around, that this is nothing.
The reporter needs a stronger, like a louder microphone, I guess.
And you can see a lot of people are in military, police, bulletproof vests. Seeing a lot of that as well with the supporters that are here.
It's funny when you feel that you are doing something that is right. All other consequences, the fear of consequences and all that stuff gets thrown out the window. When somebody gets elected, is president-elect, is elected into office, and you're just sitting here going, nope, there's no way that this man is going to be president, is mind-blowing to me. You have people out here, real talk, you literally have people out here going beyond, going above and beyond to try to prove otherwise. And it's insane.
Hearing people chant now USA up on the balcony up. Let you guys listen in.
Man, this is crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Man. Well, unfortunately, y'all,
And again, just to break down exactly what's going on, we are on the north side of the Capitol. We have seen a growing number of
let's see what she says.
Trump supporters making their way over here. We've seen them. There's ropes that over here on the side of the building. We've seen people scale the building to get up onto that balcony.
Report the real news.
Also stairs that
That's
go
exactly what she's doing,
as
sweetheart.
well. And again, lots of people have been trying to break into the north side of the Capitol. They pushed open that door several times.
It's ridiculous.
Outside of what we are, and since then we've not heard any of the alarms.
Joseph J., I hope you're wrong. I hope this is not a long year like we had last year. I'm hoping it's a good year. This is just insane. But here it is. You give people an inch, they take a mile. And that's precisely what's going on right now. Literally, people are crawling up sides of the building right now as we speak.
Lots of stuff happening here on the north side. People upset that we are here at the
Team Humanity. Do you hear that?
Planet Earth can start to rectify the shit that it's in.
on the north side of the Capitol building and sorry for any profanity that we
Oh, this is so bad.
on the north side of the Capitol.
You see what happened?
And we
Okay, I got a tweet from Pence, and then unfortunately I got to wrap this thing up. So I'm going to read this tweet. He said, Pence, this is a tweet from Pence himself. He says, the violence and destruction taking place at the U.S. Capitol must stop, and it must stop now. Anyone involved must respect law enforcement officers and immediately leave the building. That is breaking right now. That is the most recent tweet he just put out involving this craziness that's going on right now. This is absolutely bonkers, y'all. This is just absolute chaos. And there's nothing I can say. There's nothing more I can say about this except, this is going to start to unravel as time goes on. This craziness is going to build. It's going to get worse, I'm sure. But I will make sure, because unfortunately I got to jump off right now, but I will make sure that any breaking story that happens, I will be jumping back on here to let you guys know if there's anything else. Like, wow, this is just, look at all those flags, man. Look at all those flags. But yes, I forgot. There has been a curfew that has been put into effect starting at 6 p.m. Everyone must be home. They have put a curfew in effect, effective immediately, and they are telling everybody that everyone has to be home at 6 p.m. Why? Because the freaks come out at night. Well, not right now. They're all out right now. They're all having a good old time trying to get their voices heard. But like I said, I'm going to be real honest with y'all. I didn't think that this speech that Trump gave was going to do anything. It didn't seem like it was going to rally anybody up. It didn't seem like it was going to rile people up and get people upset and angry. It didn't feel like that at all. In my personal opinion, it felt like just like any other speech that he's had where he's just kind of had his rants. So this particular situation is very interesting for me. All of a sudden, as soon as his speech is over, everybody's out acting a damn fool. And I'm going to be real, y'all. This is not how you get your point across. This is only going to bring chaos, mayhem. It's going to hurt people. This is not making Trump supporters look very good. MAGA hat wearing, Trump swag dripping Trump supporters are looking really bad right now. Now they're looking as bad as Antifa or as Black Lives Matter out here. This is not a great look for them at all. Storming the Capitol. I mean, BLM and Antifa have done some crazy stuff. Plenty. I guess Trump supporters are just getting straight to the point. They're like, hey, we going big or we going home. Going and forcing themselves into the Capitol building does not help their cause. And then also, it does not make their leader look any better. It makes them look really, really bad. And that's what's so unfortunate about this situation. I got a clip I wanted to show you. This is I'm trying to see if I got it here real quick because this is a video of the woman that got shot. Yeah, I know, Lax. I'm trying to do my best here, but my internet is really finicky. But anyway, guys, this is what's going on right now. The chaos